Have you ever wondered how the infinite stream of information on YouTube is impacting our minds? In our digital age, YouTube has blossomed into an inexhaustible wellspring of knowledge. It's a mesmerizing kaleidoscope, offering a smorgasbord of content that spans from general knowledge to global politics. But as captivating as it may be, this relentless consumption of information is slowly eroding our cognitive faculties. Picture our minds as data warehouses. Now imagine the sheer volume of content that bombards us on YouTube. It's like a relentless rainstorm, filling our warehouses to the brim, threatening to burst the walls. This constant influx of data is causing an information overload, particularly among young adults between the ages of 16 and 25. These are crucial formative years. It's a period when individuals are supposed to be honing their focus on studies, personal development, and laying the foundation for their futures. Yet the allure of YouTube's informative content often leads them astray, down a rabbit hole of unnecessary concepts that hold little relevance to their life pursuits. This diversion doesn't come without a price. It causes stress. It contributes to the development of psychological issues, all fueled by the addictive nature of these platforms. And most crucially, it's steering individuals away from their goals, from their true objectives. The situation is akin to a ship lost in a turbulent sea, the compass spinning wildly, unable to find true north. The sea here is the vast expanse of YouTube content, and the ship, our minds, struggling to navigate through it. Now, this isn't to demonize YouTube or its wealth of information. It's about understanding the implications of mindless consumption. It's about recognizing that our relentless intake of information is not fostering wisdom, but creating a tangled web of irrelevant facts in our minds. So as we delve deeper into this digital dilemma, let's remember the importance of mindful consumption. Let's remember that quality trumps quantity, because in the end, it's not about how much we consume, but what and how we consume. This relentless consumption of information is not fostering wisdom, but creating a tangled web of irrelevant facts in our minds. The onslaught of data is more than just a distraction. It's a detrimental force affecting our cognitive abilities. In the midst of this digital age, our brains are being transformed into data warehouses. The relentless bombardment of information from YouTube is causing our minds to buckle under the weight of this overload. Instead of cultivating wisdom, this constant data deluge turns our minds into a tangled mess of irrelevant facts, pulling us away from our true objectives. In particular, this cognitive corrosion is most evident among individuals aged 16 to 25, a crucial period in life when focus should be on studies and personal development. Yet the irresistible pull of YouTube's vast sea of information can easily sidetrack them, leading to a labyrinth of unnecessary concepts that bear little relevance to their lives. This diversion from their path is not a harmless meandering. It's a serious detour that can cause stress and contribute to the development of psychological issues. The addictive nature of these platforms only fuels the fire, making it harder for individuals to break free from the cycle of constant content consumption. Consider this. A young adult eager to learn about global politics may start with a video on international relations, but might soon find themselves watching videos about alien conspiracy theories. This is the dangerous allure of YouTube's content. It's a labyrinth where one wrong turn can lead you down a path of irrelevant and often misleading information, taking you further away from your original goal. The impact of this cognitive corrosion is not limited to just hampering memory power. It's a distraction that has the potential to steer individuals away from their goals. The pursuit of knowledge is noble, but when it becomes an uncontrolled consumption of random facts, it ceases to be a learning experience and morphs into a mindless activity. In conclusion, the allure of YouTube's content often leads us down a rabbit hole of unnecessary concepts, causing more harm than good. As we navigate this digital maze, it's crucial to remember that not all information is beneficial. Sometimes less is more. Imagine treating YouTube as a curated resource akin to a dictionary. Now that may sound a little strange at first, but bear with me. When you pick up a dictionary, you're not aimlessly flipping through its pages, letting random words catch your eye. No, you're on a mission. You have a specific word in mind, and you're determined to find it. You're treating the dictionary as a tool, a means to an end, not as an endless source of random information. Now let's apply this analogy to YouTube. The platform is a vast sea of information, much like a dictionary is a treasure trove of words. But do you need to know every single word in a dictionary? Of course not. You only need the words that are relevant to you, the words that will help you express your thoughts, ideas, and feelings. Similarly, you don't need to consume every piece of content on YouTube. You don't need to know every trending topic, every viral video, every suggested content. What you need is the information that is relevant to you, the content that will enrich your knowledge, satisfy your curiosity, and help you grow as an individual. So instead of mindlessly scrolling through YouTube's homepage, drowning in a sea of unnecessary information, adopt a more targeted approach. Search for specific topics that pique your interest, watch videos that add value to your life, and ignore the rest. Treat YouTube as a tool, not as an endless source of distraction. Remember, consuming too much information can lead to cognitive overload, causing stress and mental exhaustion. It's like trying to read an entire dictionary from cover to cover. It's overwhelming, confusing, and ultimately unproductive. So let's change the way we use YouTube. Let's treat it as a curated resource, a tool for learning and growth. Let's be mindful of what we consume and focus on quality over quantity. YouTube should be a tool to quench your curiosity, not a bottomless pit that swallows your time and mental well-being. The key to managing this digital deluge lies in mindful consumption. Now, what does mindful consumption mean? It's about the conscious, deliberate choice of what information we allow into our minds. It's about understanding that not all content is created equal, and that it's okay to be selective. It's about choosing quality over quantity. Imagine going to a buffet. You wouldn't fill your plate with every dish available, right? You'd select the items that appeal to your taste, and perhaps try a few new dishes. You understand that eating everything in sight wouldn't be enjoyable or healthy. The same principle applies to the consumption of digital content. In the vast buffet of YouTube, it's essential to choose wisely, to select the nourishing information that truly feeds your curiosity and helps you grow. Remember, it's not about how much you consume, but what you consume. An hour spent watching a well-researched documentary could be more valuable than 10 hours spent scrolling through random, irrelevant videos. It's about finding a balance and making the most of the time you spend online. And just like how you might plan your meals to maintain a balanced diet, you can also curate your content intake to maintain a healthy information diet. For this, you need to resist the temptation to drown in the sea of unnecessary information that YouTube presents to you. Be deliberate in your choices. Seek out content that aligns with your interests, your goals, and your values. Use YouTube as a tool for learning, not as a source of endless distraction. In the end, it's all about taking control of your digital life. It's about making conscious choices and being an active participant in your learning journey. It's about using technology to enhance your life, not to overwhelm it. By practicing mindful consumption, you can safeguard your mental health and stay focused on your personal and academic pursuits. To summarize, the digital age presents us with a unique challenge: information overload. We've ventured through this cognitive landscape, exploring how the limitless expanse of YouTube content, while rich in information, can be detrimental to our mental faculties. Like a relentless tide, it inundates us with data, transforming our minds into chaotic storehouses of irrelevant facts and distracting us from our true objectives. We've traced the impact of this overload, particularly on the crucial age group of 16 to 25. These formative years, meant for focused studies and personal development, are often derailed by the allure of YouTube's infinite content. This diversion, like a detour on the path of life, leads to unnecessary stress and can even fuel psychological issues. We've likened YouTube to a dictionary, a vast but curated resource. But remember, we don't read a dictionary from cover to cover, do we? Instead, we seek out specific words as needed. Similarly, YouTube should not be a rabbit hole of aimless scrolling, but a tool for targeted searches. Use it to quench your curiosity, not to drown in a sea of excess information. The art of mindful consumption, as we've discussed, is the life raft in this sea. It's about recognizing the value of quality over quantity. It's about resisting the temptation to consume information for the sake of consumption. It's about curating your content intake. By adopting this approach, you can safeguard your mental well-being and keep your focus locked on your personal and academic pursuits. In essence, it's about turning the challenge of the digital age into an opportunity, an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to thrive in this era of information. So as we wrap up, remember this: YouTube is a tool, not a trap. Use it wisely, use it purposefully. Remember, use YouTube as a curated resource, not a source of endless distraction. Practice mindful consumption to protect your mind and stay on track with your goals.